experience. And just to wrap up on the point that Dr. Smith ended with, I think we recognize that we have some more research to do both on the Texas model, but also recognize that a similar model is being used in LA County, which is even closer and has to deal with the same laws that we do in the state of California. So we're going to add that to our research work and asking for Supervisor Yeager to join us in that, given his leadership on the Sobering Center.
Thank you very much. I thank you for the opportunity that you've given me to serve with Supervisor Chavez as co-chair of this subcommittee. And I appreciate this subcommittee did a very good job in a very short time. And I appreciate each and every member of the committee for their focus, attention, and willingness to meet again and again, week after week, to get this done, because there is really urgency, in my view, that there be changes and an increase in treatment, housing, and service alternatives for mentally ill offenders. And in particular, I want to thank your fine staff and Dr. Smith and behavioral health, the jail, everyone who, Javier, because I think this is a new area where we're moving into trying to provide services for the mentally ill, and they really went out of their way to be responsive to the numerous and ongoing questions of the committee members and requests for more detail and information. And I think it showed a real commitment by your line staff, Tony, all the others, to make this work, and a real understanding that it's a problem that needs to be addressed now. I strongly support Supervisor Chavez's motion and specifically her additions to the staff recommendations, and I urge you to approve them. My greatest concern is the time frame for implementing the recommendations. I trust that the new SUTS program that you approved will have housing and treatment in place, not just quickly, but immediately, because we have been facing these issues for years and we simply need to resolve them. I also point out that when you look at your recommendations, all of them have implementation dates either in July of 2017 and I believe one in March. I urge you to ask the staff to implement these recommendations at an earlier date than proposed. And again, I suggest that looking to other counties and ways to be creative with a model. For example, urgent care centers, restoration centers are quite different. And there is a way to put them together and build them and operate them that I think can be implemented much faster than is proposed. And that would be my hope. Because at the end of the day, in my work on a daily basis, I see mentally ill offenders in the courtroom, including yesterday and today, who have served their sentences and are waiting for treatment slots to open. We don't have an assessment unit in the jail. I don't see that as something that would take months to do. I think that could be done quickly. All the help we can get in the courts to get people out of jail who don't need to be there would always be appreciated. Because people in the jail, just as I saw yesterday afternoon, they lose hope. And they repeatedly want to give up mentally ill offenders. That they just get tired of constantly being beaten down, month after month, year after year, with nothing ever changing. As a matter of fact, our infamous Jack list has become known as nothing ever happens. This is sort of like I'm getting another sentence on top of the one I already served. And I see their mental health every day deteriorate while they're in jail. Jail is not the place for ongoing treatment, and I think we all agree on that. It is a human and civil rights tragedy that changes are not made quickly. And I thank all of you, the staff and the board, for recognizing this problem and being willing to respond to it as quickly as possible. We have to remember always that the individuals I am talking about criminal justice, mentally ill offenders are the least able to speak for themselves. And without your support, they cannot move on to live in our community in a safe and healthy way. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Judge. We'll go to Vice President's committee and then